Tyler from Aspire Sports, and let's talk about the 49ers backfield. We have a guy like Raheem Mostert. He ends up getting hurt. Trey Sermon, healthy scratch. And then Elijah Mitchell ends up leading this backfield in touches and fantasy points. So how should we look at this backfield heading into next week? I'm going to give you my initial thoughts, my early thoughts on this whole situation. I make new content like this every single day, so make sure you hit that subscribe button, and let's get into the video. I've been doing a little digging, trying to figure out why exactly Trey Sermon was a healthy scratch, and I haven't found a whole lot. Maybe you guys know, let me know down in the comments, but as of recording this, I haven't really seen anything. Some things that I keep seeing is that his role on special teams is why he was a healthy scratch, but I haven't really found anything yet, so let me know if by the time you're watching this, if you know why he was a healthy scratch. So that's a big mystery to me right now. And then you have Raheem Mostert, who suffered an injury. He was a guy that I'm not trying to do any victory laps here or anything like that, but just a guy that I wasn't really high on heading into the season. I liked him a lot in week 1, but heading into the season, he's had injury concerns. This is the biggest issue with him heading into the season, along with being 29 years old, right? So for me, he wasn't a guy I was super high on, and unfortunately, I didn't think it would happen this early, but I did think he would miss some time due to injury. Now, I'm not sure how serious the injury is because he was still on the sideline, so I don't know the severity. We'll have to see exactly how this plays out in the coming days. I looked at the Pro Football doc. What he was saying, he wasn't quite sure. The fantasy doc wasn't quite sure of exactly what it was, but he may miss some time here, so we need to see how practice goes this upcoming week. And then we get a guy like Elijah Mitchell. And I do want to say Elijah Mitchell, heading into the season, was a guy I personally liked coming out of college. Now, I didn't expect him to have an impact week 1. When initially I was looking at Elijah Mitchell, there's a couple things that really pop off. Is number one, his pro day. His pro day was good. His combine was really good, where really his metrics, his workout metrics were extremely good for a running back. I mean, look at his 40-yard dash. It was in the 97th percentile for his 40-yard dash. Also, when I was doing a lot of my preseason research on the running backs and looking back at some college stats, he was always near the top for majority of the major categories that you look at for a running back. So his yards per carry was really good. As you can see here, 84th percentile. His breakaway percentage, his forced missed tackles, his elusive rating. Like he was really good last year in college, and he ends up being a 6th-round draft pick. Then this team also drafts Trey Sermon. You still have Raheem Mostert. They had Wayne Gallman at the time. So really he was buried on the step chart to start camp. And then as camp progressed, he started to really since the beginning of camp. I did a lot of research on him, and really in the beginning of camp, the beat reporters were saying that he looked really good in camp. So it's not surprising that he had a breakout game this season, but for week 1, it's definitely surprising. But he's a guy that I would definitely roster because one thing that he was good at in college as well was outside zone. He was good. This is what they ran in college, was an outside zone scheme rushing attack. What does Kyle Shanahan run? An outside zone rushing attack. So he fits their scheme. Yes, Trey Sermon. Me personally, I was big on Trey Sermon heading into the season, and now he was a healthy scratch, which is concerning. Obviously, I don't want to panic here and really overreact, but Elijah Mitchell is no joke. And a lot of people will say, oh, he was a 6th-round draft pick. Oh, late-round draft picks are crap. Well, so was Tom Brady. So was AB. So was Chris Carson. So was Austin Eckler, right? There's so many late-round draft picks that it's okay. They can produce. And this past weekend, it was a terrible rush defense, but Elijah Mitchell produced. So this is somebody that definitely needs to be on your fantasy radar. Somebody that I'm going to make my waiver wire video. It will be out tonight, early waiver wire video. I'll update that, of course, on Tuesday before waivers actually get released on Monday. So I will have that all updated, but tonight will be my early waiver wire pickups, and he's somebody that I'm going to go into a little bit more detail about. But he's somebody that if you picked him up and just put him on your roster as like an end of the bench spot, congratulations, because he has a lot of potential. There's a lot of potential here with Elijah Mitchell. I keep saying Elijah Moore. So with that being said, I know there's not a whole lot of information that I gave in this video other than Elijah Mitchell looks to be pretty solid. There's not a whole lot of news right now on Raheem Mostert. There's not a whole lot of news right now on Trey Sermon. We'll probably know as the night goes on, and as the night goes on, if there's more information, I'll definitely make a new video. So with that being said, if you enjoyed this content, make sure you hit that like, subscribe button. Really appreciate you. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.